Hey folks, I'm back with another Tier 100 clear. This time I'm running a no Mendeln summoner build. I see a lot of people saying, they just don't want to even play a summoner necromancer without Mendeln. But I'm here to show you it works. It just relies on Pakana and high crit chance instead. This is the Vicious Heart of the Pakana. This is the third best one I've seen. I've been really unlucky and have never seen one over 1,000 drop. But it makes it, when I crit, it'll cause a chain lightning effect that can hit the same mob multiple times, and minions can use it. So I shove my minions full of lots of crit strike chance and give them 100% attack speed about, thanks to Unyielding Commander. I then seek to make Army of the Dead's cooldown go down as quick as possible via Blood Orbs from Blighted Corpse Tendrils, along with there we go, eating corpses. And I got a heart that's constantly eating corpses. I've got Blood Mist, Explosive Mist, that's always eating corpses whenever I Blood Mist. And yeah, here's my build. I use 2 skills just to move on to the next rank. I use these to move on to the next rank, along with Hued Flesh being mandatory. I grab 1 point in Thorns so I can keep a ruby in my gear rather than putting an emerald, because you need some amount of Thorns to trigger Decrepify CDR. And this lets me, this should read, gain 800 health, 900 health, because that's the effective health this gains me by having the extra ruby. Got Blood Mist because it's one of my damaging abilities and I need the cooldown. Corpse Explosion does tons of damage because I get so many free casts of it. Bone Prison, this point's basically free. I very rarely need it faster cooldown. I run this for damage reduction. I run this for some damage. This is how I keep my minions alive. Since they have such low health, the way they're staying alive is Death's Defense. And because they have low health, they get 20% of my 15% blood orb healing. So that equals 25-40% of their health because they have no health. So actually getting minion health makes them die faster because blood orbs give them less effective healing. It's really weird. These are temporary. Throwing them in there, trying out Exploiter. Boop, that. I might switch back to Disobedience because it's about a 17% DR. Any major things? Paragon should all be on max roll. Slightly better than this one. I haven't bothered reflexing around my boards a bit, so I have a better thing set on max roll right now. Yeah, let's go no Mendeln and see if we can do this. I'm probably going to die to Quillbores in the first, 10 seconds because I'm not paying attention. And I'm going to leave my mic running so I can put some commentary so that, I haven't made a proper new guide for this build and maybe people can start understanding my philosophy for how I play this by watching this video, and here's my commentary. And I'm sorry, I do not have any noise cancellation software for my mechanical keyboard. It is very loud. Okay, I'm running in and running back out to just not die to Quillbore. Look how many blood orbs are here. I'm just going to go around them in case I need to come back here and retreat to get my ultimate cooldown from this Fast Blood. Alright, I'm going in, seeing the room, and then walking back out, because I don't know if there's going to be ranged Quillbores that I can't see that are just going to delete me. Grabbing Blood Orbs for the ultimate cooldown. I'm going to leave this Conduit Shrine up, actually, in case there's randomly a Butcher, because with this build, I do not believe it's possible for me to kill the Butcher. My single target is not good for bosses. But it is still pretty great for... Actually going to just res some of these. I don't know what that is, and if it's ranged, I might just die. Fight off more than one I can chew, so I'm just controlling when I fight this thing. But yeah, the Butcher I am actually pretty weak against because I can't stun it. And a lot of my like crowd control damage doesn't work on it. And in general, my boss damage is low. But my elite damage is still pretty good usually. Sometimes I have some trouble with lifesteal mobs because they lifesteal off all your minions and your bone prison and yeah. And I'm just gonna be kinda unlucky with this one. There we go. I need to just get an Army of the Dead to actually hit it. I'm gonna go in, see what's going on here, come back out, because Quillboars are some of the scariest things in the game, you know. Mephisto, Diablo, not so scary. Freaking Quillboars, terrifying. They are the prime evils. Oh, apparently I popped a heart and didn't even realize it. I'm just preemptively popping a potion there because I got hit and there's no real display for how much of a barrier you have with Temerity, which is really bad user interface. I'm not using my big cooldowns right now because I want to save them for the next room. And so I just sat there and Corpse Explosioned and Corpse Hindrel. Okay. Ooh. See? Glad I didn't Blood Mist in there and then turn around and fight this. These ranged mobs, I have no DR ranged right now. I was not able to get gear with that, and so I'm kind of scared. Fraidy cat of certain ranged mobs, but my actual DR close is pretty damn great. I've got like 40% DR close, plus all of the other DRs that you can basically get, while still wielding a two-hander. My neck is literally just 4 DRs. Ooh. So that thing's enraged. So it actually hurts. And if I fight something that is enraged and has lifesteal, I know if I die it resets the fight and takes away the enraged. And alright, so I got Blood Mist up. I got the Army of the Dead, and hopefully I can get it to focus fire. Army of the Dead will target everything within about a screen and a half, including like random rocks that are destructible. Which is why people go like, oh, I can't make a focus fire. And it's like, no, it just has to clear everything first. And then once there's no valid targets, it will focus fire. But it will spawn like a screen and a half off, and then run another half screen away from you. So you can hit targets like 2 screens away. But in an extended fight, or back when I'm dual wielding and casting it even more than I'm casting it now, it will focus fire because it's already done clearing the whole screen. So I used Hewed Flesh from the bugged Ghastly Bone Prison there to spawn a corpse at range. That might get fixed. Because Ghastly Bone Prison currently hyperprocs lucky hits. That's why a lot of people don't like making guides with it, and Mendeln, because it will hyperproc Mendeln and kind of invalidate proper testing. Oh yeah, see how I was trying to explain something and I died to dumb. Cool. So if you saw the lightning there, it was jumping to the like way corner of the screen, even though I hadn't like visually engaged anything. It's because a Army of the Dead spawned at the edge of my screen, ran away, hit something, and crit. And so now we have a Pakana that was jumping way off the screen and doing work. Just popping these, trying to get Fortify up. In spite of me not being able to see it. Alright, dropping that to just blocks and eat up some of the AoE attacks. Just gonna keep spamming some corpse explosions here. Alright, I'm feeling a little ballsy. I'm blood misting around. I'm retreating because I don't know if there's gonna be Quillboars coming in. And I'm still doing damage even though I'm 5 years away. Years is distance? I guess light years. I don't know. Oh, this is the big room. The dopamine room, whatever. I was trying to do this room in 2 pulls. By biting it up into 2 chunks, but I got walled and obliterated. So I have 2 options for this room. I either run in and just keep DPSing, or I try to play it safe. And when playing with a group, I will always run in. When playing solo, I mean, I think it's better to not, but but we'll see. We'll just be crazy. That suppressor affix is annoying as hell. Fuck, I didn't get the Army of the Dead off right before doing that, so I wasted a huge damage opportunity. But you can see that Katana's doing work because they're all bunched up. So basically I'm popping Army, and then I'm trying to Blood Mist in to the suppressor. That worked pretty well. I guess I just should be ballsy. He's a suppressor and a waller, and he's enraged. Well, if he can't kill me, I can just stay here. Yeah, okay, the answer is just be ballsy. Cool. I'm gonna be a little greedy, take a little extra time with this dungeon. I got the mechanical box, which gives me move speed. I could go put it down, but then I lose the move speed. And the extra move speed on when you're trying to Blood Mist into position is pretty big. So I'm going to leave those there. So I can get in and out much quicker and cleaner. Alright. Go back here, grab the Blood Mist for the faster cooldown. And Blood Mist. Blood Orbs. Blood Orbs. Alright, I need to wait on Blood Mist. Popping a Bone Prison in there so that they attack it. And not me for 1 second. I did not have time to get the Army of the Dead off, which is annoying. Should get another Bone Prison down, but kind of panicking. Yeah, I waited too long there and almost died. So I'm just going to keep Blood Misting. And now that there's a little bit less chaos, I can just delete the world. Great. Easy peasy. No Mendeln. Alright, now I'm going to do the relay race. Maybe not as exciting, but the extra move speed definitely helped. There's a point where my health dropped to like, I don't know, 30% there because I was greeting for an Army of the Dead, and that's why I run so much DR. Just that was one hits, you know. But if you can survive them, you can stay out of Blood Mist longer and drastically increase your DPS. And that's why like 4 DR is valid over running like you know, cooldown reduction or something on your neck and chest. Armor is the weakest DR, at least at the levels of armor that I have. So I would 100% swap armor for damage reduction distant if I could. But overall, I'm really happy with the amount of DR I have right now. Now, one of the things that playing the spec has kind of taught me, and I'm not doing the best example of this, is trying to be diligent about corpse hindering on cooldown better, because you get the auto corpse hindle from the heart every 6 seconds. But if I can get a couple corpse hindles up, possibly before I go in, I can get myself a lot more cooldown reduction on my Army of the Dead. So I'm actually farming blood orbs right now. I'm popping potions because I don't know how much damage I'm actually taking from this poison. So I just preemptively popped a few potions there because I knew I took some amount of poison damage, but I just don't know how much. I think there's corpse bows in this area, so I'm kind of scared. So I lost my barrier. Oh no, I've got the barrier visualization bug, so I have my barrier up, but there's no visualization on it. So I killed this thing super quick when he had buddies, but we got a little bit of mobs showing up, which really helped there. It's allowed Pikana to do its multi-hit work. Cool. So these things used to one-shot me before I got DR close. And now I'm much less scared of them, although if they're enraged, maybe I should be scared of them. I might limit test and like play more risky and intentionally risk dying to one. Oh, well, I'm already at the boss, so that's good. Now, here's where things get kind of abysmal without Mendeln. This thing is going to take a while to kill. I'm sure, you know, average Bone Spear build, this would already be dead. The good thing about this boss is he does summon a bunch of little adds in the form of walls. They die pretty quick, but those walls can actually be used to farm Grasping Veins pox for more Army of the Dead cooldown. I'm just sitting on his face. Very boring gameplay. Spamming Corpse Explosion. I should probably save my Army of the Dead until after those walls are dead, but so yeah, they spawned, now they're gone mostly, so should focus fire, mostly. Still that one over there. But yeah, this boss is significantly quicker than one of the end bosses, which is just like a snake by himself. Alright, there you have it. Tier 100 clear, no Mendeln. This elixir wasn't really needed, but definitely made things look a little bit fancier and flashier. If you have any questions, go to the Sanctuary Discord. It's discord.gg/Diablo4, and I have a Lightning Army of the Dead thread. Yeah. Have a great day, YouTube.